G'day everyone. Tonight we're rolling bones with Dan, and we've got some Maggotkin of Nurgle versus Ironjawz. So this week I have brought a Blight Cyst, so 3 units of 5 Blight Kings, a Sorcerer, a Lord of Blight, a Harbinger. Then I've got a block of 40 Marauders, 6 Plague Flies, and a Lord of Afflictions. So that takes me to 1970, so I'm 30 points under. Now we'll go over to Dan. So Dan, yes. Tell us what you've got.
So I'm running 2 battalion Ironjawz army. I'm running Iron Fist and Bloodtooths. So I've got 3 units of the Ard Boys, 10 of them, with a mixture of weapons. Off the top of my head, can't really remember.
No stress, we'll work it out.
That's good. I've got the Mega Boss on Maw Crusher even.
Yep.
I got me Maw Crusher on foot, Weird Knob Shaman, War Chanter, my stand-in Fungoid Cave Shaman, 3 Gore Gunters, and then a big unit of 10 Brutes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do today, we're going to play Starstrike, so we'll go into some setup from here, and then check back in before we start the game. Alright, we're back after deployment. I won the roll-off, so I've chosen sides. I chose this side because it had commanding, and I didn't want to give that to Dan. So I've just deployed in a big screen here with the boys behind them. Harbinger's in the middle to make sure I got the Wither Stave going off, and Fly's taking the flank over here with the Lord of Afflictions. Dan, on the other hand, has set up some screens of boys up the front. He's got his Gore Grunters up the back, some Brutes behind them, and the Maw Crusher and his heroes are hiding behind this terrain. So we will now... Dan goes finish deploying first, so he gets to choose who goes first.
And I'll be going first.
Dan will be going first, and we will come back after the hero phase. Alright, we're back after the hero phase. What happened? So, didn't get an extra command point from the Fungoid Cave Shaman. Rolled a 3 on... teleported that unit, and rolled a 3 on his Iron Fist move, so he's 6 inches away from the Marauders. Everything else has just slightly moved up a little bit, just playing a little bit cagey. You know, being Starstrike, it can come down later in the turn, so no reason to get too aggressive turn 1. Save those command points for a giant war. We'll come back just before the charge phase. Alright, after movers and charges, we've ended up... Dan's just pushed all of these boys forward, take the center, so if falls around there, then he's got an early lead, and then these boys have charged in. Something I forgot to mention on the last section is the War Chanter gave these guys +1 to hit, and what he's done is he's charged these to just trap me in, so let's just see how we go. Cool, I'll check back in at the end of the fight phase. Alright, back after combat. The Ard Boys here killed 7 of the Marauders, and 1 ran away in battle shock. I didn't kill any Ard Boys, so now we're going into my turn. We will check back in after my hero phase. Bit of a quick hero phase. All I did was spend a command point on the Harbinger for the 5-up after damage save, and the Lord of Blight put -1 to hit on the Marauders. The Sorcerer failed to cast Blades onto the Plague Flies. Alright, after the movement and charge phase, what did we do? The Marauders retreated out just to form a bit more of a screen, set myself up for the next turn, moved the Blight Kings forward and then charged into the Ard Boys. And yeah, we're just sort of getting ready for the next turn, being the big turn where the next objective drops. So we will finish this combat here and then come back after that. After combat here, I killed 3 boys and put a wound on another, and Dan took out 1 of the Blight Kings and put a wound on another. So now we will go into the priority roll. I rolled a 1.
Ha!
Dan rolled a 6. No. He gets to choose where the... He gets to choose who goes first.
I think I'll go first.
And we roll where the star falls. So in the new one, it's 2d6. So it's 11, so it's going to be one of the far left or right. We'll work it out and then come back after Dan's hero phase. Alright, Orcs hero phase, what happened? So, they got a 5 on their Iron Fist move, so everything's well up. He teleported the Brutes, so they're teleported, then did their 5-inch move, so they're pretty close. They're a 3-inch charge into pretty much all of those guys there. He got an extra command point. He's rocking 6 command points at the moment, so getting ready to unleash the War. And I might actually make Dan do a proper War when he gets to it. But we'll see. We'll see if he's brave enough. A true orc. We will come back after his movement and charges. Alright, so into the combat phase, what we've had happen is all of these boys have charged in and gone, I don't care about objectives, I want to fight. So, who needs objectives? We're orcs, right? We're gonna see if we can coax Dan into maybe a baby war. But we've got the brutes into the flies, we have boys into the Black Kings, the Gore Grunters and the Maw Crusher have hit the Marauders. The same with the Mega Boss and the boys here. So let's see if we can convince him. Maybe a baby one.
Wow.
Yeah. He's new, so look, we'll let it pass. All right, now Dan's about to kick off his
6 command points.
6 command points. War.
And
he'll also get an Aether Quartz brooch after this. So any 6s again, he can spend some more.
It's 2 6s, mate.
2 6s.
That's 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 8 attacks.
So now we can roll those again for the Aether Quartz. It's a 5 up to see if you get any back.
I get 1 back.
Cool, we get 1 back. You gonna save it?
No, I'm gonna spend it again. Fine.
Spend it in the war. Do it!
No, so plus 9 attacks.
And then Aether Quartz.
Aether Quartz?
No, sweet, alright. So everyone's about to get smashing and bashing through these ranks. I don't expect much to live, but we'll see how we go. Alright, let's go into their combat phase. Wow, so after the combat phase, we lost all of the Marauders. Actually, starting from the start, we had Plague Flies. The Brutes went in, killed them all off, kicked off
3 guys.
With 3 guys, kicked off smashing and bashing. Then the Maw Crusher jumped in, wasn't able to outright kill the Marauders, but then the Mega Boss jumped in and took care of them. And then, as you can see, there's not much left on the table for the Nurgle. So we'll go into my turn and see what we can do to recover from this. Dan actually hasn't capped the objective over here, so I may get some points, which might help, but we will go into my turn too. Alright, end of my hero phase. I just popped the Harbinger's command ability. I got Blades of Putrefaction off onto the Lord of Afflictions. I think from here, I'm just going to try and go for a moral victory and see if I can take out this Mega Boss with the Lord of Afflictions. If I can do that, I think I'll be happy. But this game is pretty much done, I think. Alright, we will go into my movement and charge, and we will come back at the end of combat. Alright, so as you can see, no moral victory here. I'm pretty much conceding the game from here. He's pretty much locked me in. I've got nothing with fly, so I'm not going to be able to get through any of that. And then he's just going to war again on the next phase and take off my toys. So I'm going to just pass to Dan now and go, hey, Dan.
Hey.
So, what do you think about the new orcs? What do you think?
Bizarre, to be honest. I was not expecting that. I haven't really read too much about the new Ironjawz. I picked them because I love the Maw Crusher and Brute models. And just wanted something that was a bit of fun to play. But yeah, plus 9 attacks on everyone was pretty unreal. The Brute boss doing 26 damage himself was not expected.
No,
but
no.
It was it was fun. Look, I kind of player that just likes to get in your face and smash things up. Hence why I play Khorne traditionally, but. I think Ironjawz are my new favourites. That was That was fun.
So after this, what do you think you want to build next? Like, you've sort of started the orcs just like this. What do you want to add? What do you want to change?
I think running the brutes in 2 small units rather than 1 big unit of 10 is worthwhile, considering they killed only 6
plague flies.
6 plague flies with just 3 of the models. So that was, I think having them in a unit of 10 is a bit of overkill. I did not expect the WAR ability to do that much. So I think maybe moving forward, I'll probably run maybe 4 minimum units of brutes, and then just either a beefier unit of R-boys or just 1 small unit of R-boys just for the requirements for the battalion. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. It was it was unreal. It was pretty obnoxious. I felt a bit bad for Coots.
It's all good. You're practicing for winter wipeout, so
that's it. So
I totally get the building a competitive list. And for myself, this is probably like Nurgle for me. I've been playing Nurgle for a little bit over a year now, so I'm very keen to try something new. I've been building some Skaven, so a bit more of a shooting Skaven list. So you might see the orcs the Nurgle 1 or 2 more times, but hopefully I'll start getting some Skaven on the table, a bit more shooting lists. So thanks for everyone. I know it was a bit of a short battle report this week, so hopefully we can get you something a bit more eventful next week. So, all right.
Eventful for me. So.
All right, we will see you next week. Thanks, guys.